Advised. And now, America's most exciting radio talk show, The Savage Nation. And here he is, Michael Savage.
Viskadal viskada shemei rabo, be'olemod yiverach yereusei v'yamlich malchusei, b'chayei choin u'v'yoymei choin u'v'chayei dechol beis Yisrael, ba'golo v'zman kori v'imru amen.
All right, let's pause right here. We're playing on the Savage Nation something that's unheard of in AM radio history. It is an ancient Aramaic prayer for the dead, primarily read by Jewish people. But the fact of the matter is, Christianity, which in many ways has similarities to Judaism, Islam has many similarities to the Jewish religion because it came first, have similar prayers. And the prayer is not about death. In fact, the prayer is about God taking back the soul, an object given to us by God. And when a parent loses a child, it's the greatest loss anyone can experience. Pray none of you listening to this show have ever lost a child or ever will lose a child. I looked at children today as I was driving to work. I could hardly look at children. I looked at parents walking their children to school for the first time. I had not seen anything like this in years, even in safe, snuggly, county of Marin County. I suddenly saw fathers and grandfathers walking children in the streets as I wish I had seen before. But now I'm seeing it because they're frightened and there's no greater loss. But the loss of a child, there's no way to deal with it. And when the child is lost, there's almost no words that anyone can state. So we must not, in the midst of these arguments and discussions about violent movies, violent video games, psychological drugs that distort the psyche and make a person more violent when they're supposed to do the opposite, censorship, 10 Commandments, etc. We must never forget the dead, because it's a moment of reflection for the dead children and the dead adults in Newton and all of our own losses in our own life and our own mortality. The theme in this prayer that I played for you is the greatness of God. If you translate the Aramaic, there is no reference to death or dying in the entire prayer. None. It's glorification and sanctification of God's great name throughout the world, which is universally stated in Christianity, Judaism, and in Islam, by the way. There's a unity in these monotheistic religions that too few people even understand, let alone talk about.